If I had to put this year so far in one word, it'll be confused. Just like last year, the first 3 months, everything was ripping and running, everything was going great, highly motivated. New Year's just started, everything's going good. Everything's just pretty much at its best as of right now because it's a fresh start, just at the third. It's always around the end of April is when things are just starting to get all over the place. At the end of the day, I'm just gonna say that I'm the reason why stuff was all over the place. I started to have long, deep conversations with myself, especially with me sitting in a dark room, looking myself in the mirror more times than I normally do. Just try to figure out everything that I just needs to figure out in order for me to have this year to be the best year of my life, especially coming off of last year, which I believe it was just the absolute worst. It's always around April, May, and June, which people say the second quarter of the year. I just started getting confused. Things just started getting mixed up. Life steadily throwing curveballs at me. A lot of times unexpected. As a lot of times I just find myself telling myself that I don't know. A lot of times I get confused on what I want because one day I want this, then the next day I want that. I think that's more appealing. Another day I want to go back to this, but then the day after that goes right back to that. It's what I call a seesaw effect. And I'm currently feeling like this right now, and I'm just steadily trying to figure out because I see myself going back to old bad habits that I did let die down at first, but now they just slowly coming back. But I'm just now at a point now where they're starting to get that straight again. So further on in this video, we're gonna speak about my physical, my mental, my life, everything that happened the first 6 months, and how I'm going to make the last 6 months a great one. So let's start with physical health. Physical health, honestly, still been pretty good. I gotten, I had an appointment with my doctor. It was an annual checkup. They measure my height, my weight. They measure my cholesterol. They test my blood, heart rate, all that kind of basic stuff. Everything's great. A lot of things pretty much perfect. My LDL cholesterol has gone down. My HDL, which is the good cholesterol, has gone up, which is a good thing. Oxygen level is close to 100%. I think it's like 99 to be exact. Uh, Blood pressure is pretty much perfect. I think it was 99/59. Please don't quote me on that because it's been a long time. I honestly forgot. I see myself getting a little bit stronger. I was working on my intensity. Is one thing I wanted to focus on. I just wanted to push myself harder. And also, I picked up a couple things that I just want to pretty much change up. So as far as physical health, I think physical has been doing pretty good. Everything's been doing fine with it. My body still has some work to do personally for the goals I have for myself, but I just feel as if I just have to break myself down and look at all the variables and just treat this like I'm a scientist, just constantly doing experiments, constantly doing different things until I find the one thing that actually is the best for me for my circumstances. My mental health has been better at this point compared to last year because last year's mental health, it was bad. I mean, the job I was working at was horrible. Life was just straight up dog walking me that year. Life dog walked me last year. But comparing myself to around this time this year, honestly, it's gotten better. I'm way less stressed out as I used to be. I still have moments of me being stressed out. I still have moments of me letting my emotions get the best of me. As far as like bad days at work, stuff can be very tiring. And when you get to one of those stages, your mind just goes wherever it wants. It just constantly feels like you're just brainless and your body is just moving on its own. That's one of the feelings that I be having every time I see myself just making emotional decisions or I'm contemplating about making an emotional decision. That's how my body basically feels like. But now, as of me recording this, I've been less stress free. I've been trying my best to only focus on things that I can control because there's a lot of things in life that you just straight up can't control. And I remember last year I was just so stressed out about everything. I was just feeling like I just wasn't doing enough. I felt as if I need to do more. I felt like I needed to be on my A game, and I just could never catch a groove. It's like as soon as I at least find a slither of hope, I just get shot back down. But as of today, I've been less stress free. I've been trying my best to not make so many emotional decisions. I have done a great job at that. I still find myself doing it, like I said earlier, but I'm human. It's bound to happen. It's just depending on how you respond to it because a lot of variables around here is out of my control. So all the things I can control, I'm just gonna focus on being better at those things. Work life, uh, I've been working at this job for about 3 months now. Everything's been pretty cool. It has a lot of things, a lot of variables that are just straight up unexpected, out of control. A lot of things just be popping up left and right. Things that you don't even think about just comes to life. People around there just coming up with stuff on the fly. And you just always get blindsided. New rules and new policies, new this, new that. Oh, this idea is whatever. But as far as that, it's pretty cool. I mean, the workplace is fine. I'm cool with pretty much all the people that I've met and spoke to down there. I don't have any problems with anyone. And I want to keep it that way because I consider myself to be a very easygoing, likable guy. I don't just go around and tell people that. I just show it because I feel as if you constantly have to tell people, you constantly have to try to promote people, the type of person that you are, chances are you ain't actually that kind of person you just want. People do have that perception of you. So you just let your actions do the speaking itself and you let other people do the talking for you instead of you having to be so convincing yourself. So work life, uh, pretty cool. Don't have any problems with anyone. But the main con is that you just never know what's gonna happen, what changes, and you just don't know. A lot of times, you just don't know. As far as this channel, I think the channel has been going pretty steady. You have your months when things are going good. I'm gaining, actually getting some feedback and some traction. I'm getting some engagement from the community. Trying to build with Tsunami Crew, aka Sue Crew. Obviously, you also have your months when it's staggering and none goes your way, and it feels like no one cares and no one really is bothered with what you're doing. No one really looks into, or no one has the type of feelings as if they just can't wait for you to post your next short or your next video. But I try my best to have this mentality of just post. You know, if it does good, it does good. If it does bad, it does bad. One of the things that you just really can't control like that is who watches you or who wants to keep up with you. You can't control that. It's up to the viewers. If they want to keep up with you and rock with you, they gonna keep up with you and rock with you. But if they don't want to do that, they just won't do it. And that's okay. Everybody should be okay with that. A lot of people ain't, but everyone should be. So the channel has been going pretty much how I expected. A lot of ups and downs. But eventually, I just know if I keep going with what I want to do, things are just going to work out for me. To pretty much sum it up, the first 6 months have been better this year than last year. I just, in this position, so I want to compare myself to last year to this year because, as I said earlier, last year was just the worst year of my life. Everything just felt like was just going against me. None of it was going my way. I felt as though I was constantly getting jumped and beat up by life. Every time I thought that there's some hope for me, every time I think that something positive finally gonna happen, something else come out of nowhere and blindside me to the point where I was dealing with self hatred, I was dealing with self doubt, to just dealing with max. I was stressing myself out a lot. I made a lot of emotional decisions. And last year, it was just the worst. This year, in comparison to the first 6 months, I've been less stressed out, making way less emotional decisions, considering myself to sitting back and let my mind think and calm down instead of me just instantly reacting. I still am dealing with some form of self doubt. I'm trying to fix on or trying to not feel that feeling as much. I'm not going to sit here and say I won't feel that at all because I just feel like it's just pretty much impossible. I've been less stressed out. I have been pretty much just going kind of steady, just trying to find the right mindset, trying to find the right mentality to live through day in and day out. That will really push myself for the next 6 months. Because the next 6 months, I want to get things back rolling. I want to just be like Isagi Yoichi for Blue Lock and just break yourself all the way down and rebuild yourself up from ground zero. And lately, I just really resonated with that character. He became one of my favorite characters in this new gen. Just a straight up fact that I just really resonate with him a lot on that fact. So I plan on the next 6 months to be the pillar of me having the best year of my life. And I hope that the same goes for you all because I want everyone to do good around here because life can suck. It definitely can suck. So yeah, man, let me know what your first 6 months of the year is like for you. Share some good moments, share some bad moments. How's your physical? How's your mental? How many goals you checked off your list so far? It could be half of them, it could be none, it could be all of them. Just I just hope that at the end of the day, this year ends up being the best year of a lot of people's lives. I've seen a lot of people say that last year was the worst year, the most challenging year. It definitely was for me. So I really feel y'all on that. So with that being said, if you want to do the stuff that every YouTuber said in their videos, you can do that or not. Because at the end of the day, you're grown, you do whatever you want. And I will see y'all on the next one. Peace out, y'all.